Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Mark. Today I have nothing to do with cars. I have nothing to do with reselling online. I have nothing to do with sneakers. Today's video is a show and tell first phase of our backyard. Now for a good, I want to say 3 or 4 years now, my wife and I, we've been planning on doing a big house project at the backyard. We want to remove our old porch. We want to level the ground just because it's slightly it's not leveled, and there's a lot of dead trees, trunks, rocks, boulders that we want to remove. So what a great way to help us is hire a designer, give us some insight. And we hired one recently. He came over our house, he took measurements, he took photos of pretty much all around the property, just to get a better sense of what they can do to our backyard. And this was about 3-4 weeks ago, a little bit more. And he just recently came back and gave us some 3D design layouts of our backyard, which I'm going to show you guys in this video. My wife and I, we went with 2 different companies to see, you know, pretty much we were shopping on what we wanted to do to our yard. What were the materials, what could they do, how much does it cost? And so we were pretty much shopping, and it took us about 3 or 4 years, but we finally went with a company. I'm going to show all that information in this video and in the description. I'm going to show you guys photos, but I want to give you guys a good walkthrough of our backyard, how it looks now and what it will look in the future. The project is going to take about 3 to 4 months. We just did a 10% down deposit on the project, and we're excited. My wife and I, we put a lot of thought into this, what we want, what we don't want. Now the 3D design layout that we received is great. However, there are a few things that we did decide to remove just because it doesn't make sense in our yard. Again, this designer is giving us ideas, and then we just play around with this person's idea. I mean, it's not free. We did pay for the design. We did pretty much paid for the layout, and we just wanted to get some insight on landscaping and what could be done. Well, let me show you guys the videos. I'm going to show you guys a group of photos, which were the first 3 design layout, and then the second phase of the second 3D design layout on, you know, changing things around what we wanted. So I'm going to show you all that, but let's go ahead and show you guys my backyard. Okay, so this is pretty much right here. This is the corner of my house. The backyard starts right here. These boulders, that big tree is actually my neighbor's on that side of the house. But if you can see all this mulch, all these dead grass here and these dead leaves, this is pretty much now my section of the house, my property. But if you can see how it levels down, so we need to fill this. But in order for us to fill this, we need to remove the rocks. There's a lot of big boulders in this area right here. Another thing that we're gonna add is this drain pipe is actually gonna go underground all the way through to the hill down there. Actually, that hill down there is also a piece of our property, which I'll show you guys in a bit. His backyard is big, except that it goes downhill. So what you see here is what we could play with. They are going to remove these stones here. This right here, these dead tree trunks, little stones that you can see here along the way, along this path here. It's pointless. I don't like it. Some mulch there. Pretty much I did not take care of this. When we bought this house, I did not take care of the backyard. I don't feed it, but now that I'm going to invest in a high costly amount project, I am going to invest in taking my time and fixing the grass. What we're planning on doing is having some stones walkway all the way here. We're going to remove this dead steps here. It's all corroded. Let me get closer. And it's not going to be wood. It's actually going to be 2 stone step, or maybe 3, I think it's 2 or 3, which lights on the steps. It's going to have about 3 or 4 bushes here. Let me just zoom out. It's going to have about 3 or 4 bushes with mulch covering the bed. And then it's going to be a 4-foot stone pathway, 4 feet wide, excuse me. And it's going to go all the way from this area right here. Again, this is all gonna be flat. There you go. There you go. It's gonna be all flat. And it's just pretty much gonna have the bushes here on the corner of the wall here. 4 feet walk path, which is stones. And it's gonna connect to this porch here. This porch, we're gonna take it down. It's going to be a 2-step patio made out of stone with lights inside the steps. So then we're gonna have, by this window right here, it's gonna be a grill set with a table on this area right here. Now, I don't remember the square feet of the patio, but it's going to lead to another step or two to another patio, which is, we're planning on having a pergola. I think I'm saying it right, pergola. It's kind of like one of those roof structure where you can get some shade, you can have furniture underneath it. It's going to be in pretty much all this area. You can see this dead tree trunk is going to be removed. You see them all over, scattered all over my property. As I mentioned, there's a hill down here. We were planning on making it higher, but we're actually just gonna flatten this area all the way through across our property. Why? Because I'm also gonna have a shed. You can actually see a flag right there where my finger is, that pink flag. That's the corner of my property. So that's where it ends. We're gonna put a shed on that corner. It's gonna be a 10 by 18 feet shed with the patio. One patio here with the pergola, then the other patio is where the barbecue with the long table over there. Furniture over here with the fireplace. It's gonna be around this area. Some trees that covers up, because that's a street over there. So we pretty much want our privacy. We're not gonna get fencing. So these trees that we're planning on getting is gonna be pretty much our fencing to block and have some privacy. Now, all of this right here is all gonna be flat, leveled, sod, green grass. A lot of electrical lighting is going to be underground. Again, there's going to be one by the shed over there. Like I said, it's 10 by 18, I want to say, the shed. I also want another electrical outlet on that corner of the house, because in the future I plan on doing something with that area. But right now it's all going to be grass. Now, let me go to the corner over here, because I want to show you guys. You know what? Let me actually get up on top of here. See a better angle. This is all going to be flat here, if I can remember. My wife has a better idea with the design. But you guys can look at the photos. Actually, as I'm talking, I may be showing the photos now. But it's going to be all flat here, which is going to be great for us in the future to have a pool. I think having a pool here would be awesome, but the only problem is with their approval of our community to have an in-ground pool. If we can't get an in-ground pool, we may have to do other things, get an above pool, but I kind of don't like that. I want everything to be flush. That's what I like. We're gonna have some tall trees on the corner, on the edge of our property line that meets my neighbors. You see where their patio is? We're actually gonna have about 4 long, big trees blocking that area. So when we're having our backyard, our neighbors can't see, along with the trees over here where our neighbors can't see. So it's all going to be stone, fresh grass, some flower bedding, bushes over here. I believe it's going to, oh, and then one awesome thing, this is my personal reference, what I like, preference, is this doorway. That is my entrance to my crawling space. For you guys that know me, I work from home. My garage is pretty much my inventory. I need more space for my inventory. My business is growing. Once we remove this piece of poop, we're gonna do the stones porch. They're gonna actually fill this wall in. They're gonna cover up that doorway, and they're planning on putting a doorway over here. Right here. Do the doorway so it's a lot easier for me to access to get through and out. It's a pain to go through there. I'm happy it's gonna be over here. Why? Because my crawling space is as far as this property here, which means I have a lot of space to store. Again, it's not that high, but I do have a lot of space to store inventory. So now, knowing that I have an easier access to get in there, I have a lot of space to play with to store my products. I mentioned that in my earlier videos that I posted about 2 years ago, just to show you how serious we were in this project, and it's finally all coming together. That's all I got right now. So yeah, hopefully you guys are gonna stick with this project, watch the videos, because it's gonna be a long process, and I'm super excited, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy the before and after. All right guys, this is your boy Mark, and thanks for watching.